What up, peeps? Welcome to my channel. If you are new, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment, like, and share this post, and hit that bell for notifications. Alright, so story time, per requested. But before we start, I want to say that my other video about something traumatic happened that changed my life, got the results back. They were negative. Thank you, Jesus. God is good. So I never want to experience that again. Still traumatized. And you know, it's so weird. I still a little bit feel like how that little thing was in my nose. I still feel it a little bit. And my nose has been a little bit drippy. So, I don't know. What you guys say about that, Dale?
Nothing.
He a mess. But, okay. So this is per requested story time. You know what? There's just different things that happen in your life that just be so traumatic. So I don't know.
Slow down.
We are traveling to go thrifting, so we're driving. So okay, this is a story time. How my husband right here left me the day that I was giving birth. He left me. He straight up left me.
I'm out of here.
And yeah, he left me when I was giving birth to my child back there. So this was, I remember the day, it was a Thursday, May 17th, early in the morning. I was like a week late, overdue with Sophia. My doctor said he was going to induce me, so I wasn't supposed to eat or drink anything. We were supposed to arrive at the hospital like super early, and I was going to get induced. Okay. I've never had a child before. As you know, this is my only child. So during this whole pregnancy, like, I don't know, I was just like so nervous, scared, having to be, I don't know, I was just like tripping out. So this Thursday we got there all early, and they're like, you can't eat or drink anything after midnight, you know. Okay, so in the hospital, like, nothing was happening. Like, we were just sitting there watching TV. Like, literally nothing happened. Like, I didn't feel like any contractions. Like, we were there for, I don't know, super early till I don't even know. And so they're like, okay, maybe you need to get up and walk around, get it going. So I was like, okay. Dale walked with me like a couple times around the maternity ward, and nothing was going on. So
I didn't want to come out.
Sophie wanted to stay in there. It was warm. So so I was like, Dale, I'll walk around, you know, you could just, he was watching TV or something, and I was like, I'll walk around. So when I was walking around, I was being nosy, like looking what's in these drawers. There was like around like the nurse's station and like all around this area, there was like drawers and stuff, and I was like, in cabinets, I was like, there was a sink. I was like, let me go in there and just see. I want to see what's in these drawers, like what's in there. Why did I do that, Dale?
Snooping.
I was snooping. So I hit the mother load. Now, you know, I'm over here 50 weeks pregnant. No, like 41, but it felt like 50 weeks pregnant. And to tell a pregnant woman that they cannot eat, that is crazy, right? Because you're not just eating for yourself, like you're eating for another human. So like, I was so hungry, and this is probably around like 11 o'clock. I'm not even gonna lie, maybe 10, 11 o'clock. And we was there like maybe 5 o'clock. I think it was like 5 or 6 o'clock. So in these cabinets, what did I find? I found like a whole bunch of like graham crackers and crackers, like, and there was like a little mini fridge. And oh my gosh, why was there a cake in there? You guys, there was like a little miniature cake, and there was like juices, there was like all kinds of stuff. And I was by myself, and I was like, shoot, I'm about to eat something. I'm hungry. So like, graham crackers are good. I was like, I tore it up. Like, nobody was around me. I was looking around, and I started eating this graham crackers. Now, knowing that I wasn't supposed to eat or drink anything. So, do you remember this deal?
I remember.
You don't remember? So, I was happy for a while. Then I was like, I don't know, maybe like about an hour and a half later, I was like, I'm about to go walk again, Dale. You can just stay right here. You just stay right here. And he was still staying there. So I
Daddy, this is
and I
Now you see why I dipped out.
I was like, man, that cake looks good. It was like they had like little frozen cakes and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm about to smash this cake. So I opened up this cake.
It's not true coming out. I thought it was just crackers.
I thought it was
all
just
cake.
But wait.
Now she eating cake.
Wait. So I opened up the box. I tried a bit, but it was like it had freezer burn, so I was like super disappointed because I liked cake. And so I was like, let me just eat some more graham crackers and some juice. So I'm just in the hall like hiding, eating the stuff, right? Binge eating. Okay. Fast forward to my doctor coming in. It was like, yeah, nothing's happening. I was like, yeah, I know. And why? And it was the anesthesiologist too. So it was my doctor and the anesthesiologist. And they're like, well, we need to get this thing moving, you know. You're probably not going to be able to natural birth, which I was fine with. I didn't even want to do that. That was like, I was hoping for a C-section. And he was like, we're just going to go ahead and give you a C-section. I was like, okay, cool. Let's get this part so I'm ready to get my baby. Like, let's see what's going on. So, here's a part where I got caught. And this is why, I don't know, we'll go on to this part. So, they started asking questions, you know, this and that. When it got to the point, have you ate anything? I was like, I knew I couldn't lie, but I was like, oh my gosh, everybody. I was like, I'm not going to lie. Yes. Do you know? What do you will say? Like the doctors, everybody was so mad at me. Dale, were you mad at me? When you heard that I ate, what did you think?
I said, this one is hard-headed.
This
one, I don't know where she got the food from. She ate somewhere. I don't know where she got the food from.
I was like,
but I was hot.
It was a quiet. They said, "Have you ate anything?" Like all the like, no. And then they're like, "Have you ate anything?" I was like, "Yes." And everybody got like so mad with me. I know there was a nurse in there, there was doctors. Everybody was mad at me. Like, you weren't supposed to eat. You could aspirate on the table. You know, that's why you're not supposed to eat. And I was just like, I was hungry. Dale was over here smoking mad at me. I don't even know. He wouldn't even look at me. And I was like, can I just take a bath? I don't even know what came up with this. I was like, I just want to take a bath. I'm so stressed out. Can I just take a bath?
Wash the crumbs off.
I remember I was like, I just want to take a bath. And they were like, we're going to have to book the ER. They were just so mad. Everything was delayed. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm over here so upset. I want to take a bath just to relax because they were like, you got to get an epidural. It's going to take this time and this time. I was like, can I just take a bath? They're like, yeah. So they were like, and then the epidural, like, okay, take the bath or whatever, then you're going to get the epidural. Dale was so mad. I don't even know. What point did you leave?
I don't know, but I was out. So I'm gone.
Yeah, after that, like, knowing you guys know I don't like no needles, and the epidural was like probably like one of the scariest things that I'd heard about having to do.
I thought you only had to take a pill.
No, that was like the Pitocin that was getting it going. But all the epidural. So they were like, okay, we're gonna get you epidural. Why did Dale leave? And I never had a baby before. I never had an epidural. He had left me in the hospital by myself to endure this. So in my head, I was like, I'm divorcing him. I'm done with him. What man is about? I'm telling the truth. I was like, what man is about to leave his pregnant wife? On here, she about to give birth to a child, his child, and gonna leave me hanging, getting this epidural. I'm done with him. Like, in my head, I was like, I'm about to be a single mother. Forget it. I'm done. I'm done with him. And like, so I didn't have nobody there holding me up my hand with the epidural. I had to do it by myself. I was so hurt that you left me. Like, I'm so serious. I was so.
Fault. You did it.
No, you left it. You didn't have to leave.
You did it.
It was just me eating
You didn't
something.
even have to.
Yeah, but you know what?
You could have
starving.
put my life and your life out.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
why I was upset about
Well,
it.
you know what?
That's why
I
I was
understand,
upset.
but you know what? I was in my head. I was like, I'm done with him. I'm done, Dale, done.
Hey,
So I got that epidural by myself, you
it
guys.
didn't hurt.
What do you think it hurt?
It ain't hurt.
Let me get you an epidural in your spine,
I
sir.
had one when I was in 8th grade.
Well, do it while
It
you're
was called a
pregnant.
spinal
Do
tap.
it while you're pregnant
Nope.
with your stomach over here. You got to hold still. I'm over here
I know
freaking
still
crying
that.
out.
I know still
I'm
that
freaking
sperm
out
tap.
about it. So,
But you look at this clown.
yeah, so he left
What y'all
me.
doing?
And that was the day I was going to get divorced. So, after I had the epidural, I don't even know what point he came back in before we started doing the procedure. But I was like, I was so hurt.
Is he gonna turn?
I was so hurt and
This
upset.
truck is trying to let the semi over, but the semi didn't move over, so the truck, now he's starting to speed up. I'm getting over there now.
Driving.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're on the highway.
Brother.
That's why he's just driving.
I'm coming.
But that was
Waiting
so,
on you.
that was like the most painful, hurt moment that you left me during that moment. Yeah, I shouldn't have ate. Yes, I know I shouldn't have ate, but that was so hurtful. Like, every time I think about it, my feelings get so hurt about it. But I don't know what point he came back. It was before, it was before I had Sophie, like, to do the C-section. He finally came, because I'm over here thinking, like, I'm going to have to do all this by myself. I was so done with him. Like, literally, I was like, you know what? Monday, because it was on Thursday, I was like, I'm going to file papers on him on Monday. He going to be paying me child support and alimony. I'm going to get his whole check.
Wasn't gonna get nothing.
Yeah, I'm over here 21, young.
You were 22.
I was 21.
You were 22.
I'm 34.
Oh my
I'll be
gosh.
35.
She was 21 because it was 3 years
Yeah, I'll be
You
21.
said you gave birth to me when you were 22.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, you did. Because Pastor
Okay,
Thomas-
no, we're not going to all that. I was
Did you give me
21.
that? Okay.
Anyway, she's trying to calculate stuff, but yeah. So that, and then he finally came back, and I was just like,
I never went nowhere. I just went outside.
you went outside?
Yeah.
Why'd you
I
make
didn't
me
leave.
do the epidural? Okay, what were you thinking about? Like, why were you so mad?
Because you was hard-headed. Because you was hard-headed and wasn't concerned about nobody but yourself. You wasn't concerned about nobody but yourself. You selfish. You were selfish, and that's what made me mad. You wasn't thinking about her. You was thinking
Okay,
about
yeah.
putting something down your throat.
Hey, when you're pregnant, that's like so.
That's why I was mad, because you didn't think about nobody but yourself. You didn't take her life into consideration.
Well, nobody explained to me all that
Didn't
you
have to. They
could
told you
aspirate,
don't eat nothing.
but they
You
didn't tell me
should've known
why.
that.
But you know what?
Hey,
All
what-
day.
What God tell Adam? Don't eat of that tree. He ain't tell him why. He said don't do it.
Well, I'm sorry. That's what
Hello,
happened.
somebody.
So you finally came back up in there, and then it was like I'm over here shaking from the epidural. I'm like, just in the thing, they're getting me all prepped, going back in there. He's all suited up. I'm like, it's cold. Why am I shaking? Like the whole time on there. What were you thinking?
Nothing. So let's do this.
No compassion.
Let's do
I'm just
this.
shaking the whole time. Like,
So get that kid out of her, because she gonna mess around and try to eat something else. Get her out.
and when Sophie, when they doing all the surgery and stuff like that, is so weird. Like, you can feel them like pulling on you, but you can't feel it, but you can feel them tugging and stuff. It was so weird. I was like, yo, like, this is so weird. I just looked at him. I'm like, this is so weird. I was wide awake. I'm like, I'm having a baby. This is so weird.
Did it
And-
hurt when they cut you?
Didn't feel it.
No, because I had the epidural. And then when they pulled her out and stuff like that, there was two thoughts I thought. Because my doctor had me so scared. He was like, she was going to be like at least 12 pounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, is she going to be that big? So when they pulled her out, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so big. And then she was like so white. Like, that had me like, I just couldn't believe it.
Not the father. Not the father.
Whatever. She was just so big and white. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is weird. It was like so many weird emotions. Like, I was just like,
I was calling Maury.
whatever. And then when they put her on the scale and they're like 7 pounds 12 ounces, and then my doctor's like, do it again. And he was like 7 pounds 12 ounces because he thought she was gonna be big. But and then, like, I don't know, Dale was like the first one to hold her. And then what'd you think when you held her?
That's
When like
my
they cleaned her
lady.
up and stuff like that? Did
You
you
was
like
I'm not having no more.
Oh, I knew that was it. I knew that was it. That was it.
what?
I knew for certain that you was the last one. I knew that before you were even born. I knew that before you. I knew that. I knew that before you Ashley was even pregnant. I already knew. I knew I owed her one.
You said owed me one.
I owed her one.
So this is why I only have one kid, unless something else happens. Like Dale said, no.
Not mine.
Maury.
Not mine.
We have to go on Maury's. But like when he held her, I just remember her crying and stuff like that. But then when I finally got to hold her, like she was crying, I was like, "Give me my baby." And then I had her, and then I looked at her. I was like, "Hi, little one. I'm your mama." And she just looked at me with her eyes, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute." And then that's the story of my traumatic experience.
She had to get y'all that story.
Yeah,
She was killing to tell y'all that.
I mean, it was crazy. It's not even funny. It was like the most craziest thing where I was seriously about to divorce him for that. All over some food.
I just went outside.
He went outside. I was like, I didn't know where he went. He just left, you guys.
Stayed at work for that.
He just left. I was like, who does that? Who leaves their pregnant wife over here in the hospital? He just straight up left me. And that was a day that...
I wasn't going that long.
You were gone forever. I had a whole
You thought it
epidural.
was forever.
No, I had a whole epidural. I think I had my bath. And when I came out of the bath, he was gone. And then, like, the next day... No, it was that night. Like, I was in the bathroom. Like, you know, you have to go to the bathroom. And the nurse was outside. And she was like, well, be careful. Like, she never even helped me. I fell in the bathroom. And I was like... And she was like, oh, don't do that, and laugh. Like, I just have, like, the worst experience with people. Like, I don't know why people be thinking it's funny about stuff. It's not funny. Yeah. She's like, oh, don't do that. I remember that. I was like, I fell in the bathroom from the epidural. That was so crazy.
Always something.
It's always something. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. So that's our story. It's not, I don't know, I don't think it's funny. Looking back at it, I'm still like traumatized by this whole experience. So would I have another kid? Because everybody asks, like, why do you only have one child? So that's
Now
like,
y'all know why.
now
I would
y'all
like
know.
a little sibling.
I probably, like, looking back on it, I probably wish we would have had another one, like, back to back. But then I was thinking about, like, all this experience, I was like, no.
Twins, they ain't gonna happen again. If you're gonna have two,
So nice.
they gotta come at the same time. Double trouble.
So after that, I knew, I was like, Dale could only have one child because that experience, what he did, he just left me. I have no more of his kids.
Yeah. You know, I didn't want no more.
He didn't want no more. I'm good. I'm happy with, I wanted a boy. But I have, but no, I'm happy, like, so girls teach you.
She said I wanted a boy.
I know.
She don't send you back.
Get back in my belly. But then, like, because the reason why girls, you know, you gotta deal with the attitude in here, and like I have arthritis from messing with Sophie's thick hair, and I love her.
Arthritis?
Yeah, it is.
That's from all that typing at the computer.
Well, it's messing with
That's where you
Sophie's
got
hair.
It's always on that.
And then attitude. Sophie, do you have
That's what
attitude?
it's from
No,
right there.
not at all.
She says she don't have no attitude. And then she looks like me. Does she look like me, you guys? Comment below. Who does she look like, me or
I look
him?
like my father.
She looks like me.
Oh, also, she didn't want to have, a girl. She wanted a boy because boys are more close to their moms.
That's it.
And girls are closer to their fathers.
And that's it. And that's how Sophie, like, I feed her, buy her all kinds of stuff, and then who does she go to? Who she love? Who carried her for 9 months and 50
That's
years?
because you're too hard on her. Too hard on her.
You have to be hard.
No, you don't.
Iron
That's
fist.
No, you
We
don't.
rule with the iron fist. We gotta be hard all the way to the bank, honey. Cause you're gonna be a judge. You gotta be hard on you. Be on the straight and narrow. So that's my little moo moo. So what do you think, Sophie? Was it interesting to hear that?
I
So
hear
you
it
hear it every
single-
year?
Yeah.
Every year on her
I have to
birthday,
tell
you
her-
tell that
yes, I
story
gotta
every
tell her.
year.
Hi, little one. I'm your mama. Look at her little eyes just looked up. She was so cute.
Little did she know, like, oh, I gotta deal with this. I gotta deal with this.
Ooh, Sophie.
No, she had to deal with you.
Oh, whatever. Sophie know I'm a good mama.
She's looking up at you like, oh boy.
She's like, yes, my mom. All right, peeps. Comment below. I love having my little Sophie moo moo. That's my moo moo. always called her Moo Moo. What are your nicknames that I've given you?
Moo Moo. I don't know. You call me that a lot.
I have so many different nicknames for her.
Daddy calls me Sophie J.
Sophie J.